This is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It is the key to unlocking the Hyatt Points program and getting maximum value from it. Today I'm going to show you exactly what this card's all about, what the welcome offer is, and how you can use that to get as many as 30 free nights. It sounds crazy, but it's absolutely true. Let's jump in. We are going to get into the details of this card and all the benefits that it has, but I really want to talk about the bonus offer first, because that's the meat and potatoes of this video. How can we use that bonus offer to get ourselves 30 free nights at a hotel? The bonus offer is 100,000 points right now, and part of this you're going to have to understand is that this card, the Sapphire Reserve, is the only Chase card right now that is allowing you to transfer at a 1-to-1 rate Chase points to Hyatt points. So if you can meet their spending criteria, which is $6,000 in 3 months, $2,000 a month roughly is what it works out to. That's not nothing, that's pretty significant as far as credit card offers go. But if you can meet that, and you meet the eligibility requirements for the card, and you get those 100,000 points, you can turn that into 100,000 Hyatt points. And we can do a lot with 100,000 Hyatt points. Let's start off with a real world example. Jen and I just got out of a hotel stay for 31 days, and we stayed in Kuala Lumpur at a Hyatt house. This is a fantastic hotel. I should know, I stayed there 31 days. I know the ins and outs of it. Right now, if you want to book a 1-bedroom suite at this place, and we actually have a video on this if you want to check out what this hotel room looks like, because it's got everything, and then some. It's got a washer and dryer, it's got a full kitchen, it even has a dishwasher, separate living room, separate dining room, there's even an office area, and a whole separate secluded individual bedroom, pretty much chef's kiss. It's a suite, right? It's awesome. You can get that right now for 6,000 points a night. And I was looking in September just to give you guys some examples here. So 6,000 points a night for that. If you work that out with that 100,000 point bonus offer, that means you're staying for 16 nights. You're almost getting 2 weeks at a top of the line suite just for the bonus offer. Before you get any points on any kind of spending, just taking that 100,000 points and putting it to good use. That's not all. That same location in Mont Kiara, which is actually a really, really high-end portion of Kuala Lumpur. It's a great part of the city. Very beautiful, lots of places that you can walk to, tons of malls and just fun things to do. Most of the nights that they have for the standard room, if you don't need the 1-bedroom suite, are 3,000 points a night for September right now. It's not always the case. These fluctuate. Hyatt has a program where they'll show you, they have a points calendar and you can look through it. But I was kind of taken aback by that. That's their new low. They changed their program in May. So 3,000 points per night is the absolute lowest. That's the floor that you're going to get. So you could stay in that hotel right now in a standard room for 33 nights with your 100,000 point bonus offer. So there you go. There's a perfect example of how you can turn that bonus offer into a month's worth of free nights. Pretty wild. But it's not just Mont Kiara, it's not just Kuala Lumpur. I wanted to use that example because we just came from there and I can vouch for the fact that this is a great hotel with a great staff. Let's take Bangkok, for example. In Bangkok, Hyatt has 2 Hyatt places and they both right now are offering stays for 4,500 points per night. If you take your 100,000 point bonus offer, you're going to turn that into 22 nights. That's 3 weeks of staying at hotels just for the bonus offer. These hotels are in great locations too. They're in Sukhumvit proper. They're close to all the things that you'd want access to, all the nightlife that you're looking for, easy travel through the BTS, just great spots for hotels. You're getting a ton of value out of these things, and it's not just a place to stay that's so far removed from the action that you're going to need to rent a car or something. You don't want to rent a car in Bangkok. Can I just tell you that it is a very difficult city to drive, I imagine. We recommend completely only taking Grabs there because it's hectic. It really is. So now that you have those concrete examples of just how far you can leverage that initial 100,000 point bonus offer, let's talk a little bit about what the other benefits to the card are, because there's a number of them. I actually had to write down notes on this because the list of benefits for this card has gotten pretty extreme. But there's a caveat. I think we got to talk about that. And the caveat is it has one of the highest annual fees. It's almost jaw-droppingly large. It's $795 for the annual fee. And you're probably thinking to yourself, this is already out of my league. There's no way I'd want to do this card. I think that you're going to get that money back pretty quickly, and this card made a ton of sense for us, particularly when we were living in the United States, because we could cover the cost of this with just our normal activities. There was a series of credits that they offer that will allow you to claw back that annual fee. For example, they are offering once per year $250 worth of IHG, a credit, $250 credit for IHG hotel stays. So if you watched our other video about the IHG credit card and you have one of those, you're already in, you already got the Platinum membership, which is also available through the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So one way or the other, you're a Platinum member, you're going to be able to stay, you're going to use $250 worth of credits right off the bat. So that's already working down that $795 annual fee. They also have a $300 travel credit. completely separate from the IHG one that I just mentioned. This travel credit is for anything. It's for airplane tickets, it's for hotel stays, once per year, and they just take it right off the top. It's actually the most generous travel credit because it doesn't have a ton of restrictions. This one is not related to booking through their portal, although they do have a couple of, I think, almost worthless benefits to booking through their portal, particularly this thing called the Edit, which are really, really high-end hotels, and they only offer a $250 credit twice a year. So we're not even going to include that. But let's just say you're probably going to use the travel credit. That's $300, and you're probably going to use that IHG hotel credit too. That's $250. We're almost all the way there to our $795. So to make up the final difference, there's two different options that I like. One is if you're in the United States, they actually have a restaurant program, and they give you $300 in credits for that, and it's spread out over the course of the year. They chop it up. I can't remember if it's for 6 months or if it's quarterly, but regardless, that's one date night every few months that you can go out and get a $150 credit, and boom, there's $300 right there. We're already covering the $795 and then some, effectively making the card free, especially when you're getting those bonus points. The other way that you can do it is if you like concerts, if you like going to sporting events, things of that nature, they also offer a $300 StubHub credit. This one is split twice per year, so you get $150 and $150. January through July, July through end of the year. So that's a great credit. StubHub is easy to use, and there's plenty of concerts and venues and sporting events and things that you could look into to potentially spend that. So one way or another, I think it's pretty easy to claw back that $795 and get your credit value back, and then also get something out of it. Things you're going to use, you're not stretching or reaching for this. Some other additional benefits. You get Apple Music and Apple TV for free. They value that at $288. I don't know that we would have bought that anyways, but it's a nice to have. It's kind of a cool extra benefit, if you will. If you are finding this video helpful in any way or informative, give us a thumbs up. And also consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and it really helps us out. Let's talk a little bit about the Hyatt rewards program, because to me it's the best one in the industry. I love IHG. We use it all the time. We've stayed almost 60 nights with them, I think, just this year alone. But Hyatt is a little bit of a step above. You get rewards more frequently. Their rewards tree is actually more beneficial. You're going to get things like confirmable suite upgrades, which IHG offers, but it's not nearly as convenient. When you're using Hyatt, you can just book that. There's a little button for you to select if you've already earned the award. You can shop around and look for a suite, select it, use your confirmable suite upgrade, and you're taken care of. You don't need to call in like you need to do with IHG, and you don't have to wait until 2 weeks out of your actual stay to call in and check. So I think that just from a pure ease of use, it's a lot easier to do it that way. But I'd also say that we've booked suites outside of earning those suites through the free rewards tier program. You can't do that with IHG. You can't use your IHG points to book a suite. They only allow you to book the base level room. And then potentially you can get upgraded if you're a diamond or a platinum member, but it's not guaranteed. And for instance, that Monquier hotel, the Hyatt House that we were just talking about, that's a suite. And we booked that without even being globalists, which is what you get after you stay 60 nights. So there's 3 tiers. You get Explorist after 30, you get Globalist at 60, and you get Discoverist after 10. Discoverist doesn't have a ton of benefits. Explorist, you start getting a little bit of a step up and you'll actually get some room upgrades, but Globalist has by far the best benefit, and that is you get lounge access. And with lounge access, which is at a lot of it's basically a category 3 hotel, Hyatt hotel and higher that has lounges, things like Hyatt Regencies. There's always going to be snacks at any hour of the day, but they also do a cocktail hour. It's usually like 2 hours, like 6 to 8, 7 to 9, something like that. And there is a ton of food. They just call it like light snacks, but really it's basically a full dinner. So you guys, we are so close to getting Globalist, and we're super excited because of the lounge benefit access. The rewards tree itself, it goes all the way up to 150 nights. To me, the rewards in the rewards tree are so much better than IHG and pretty much any other program. Confirmable suite upgrades. You also get upgrades to club lounge access just for regular stays. So if you haven't hit Globalist, which, taking 60 nights, it's going to take you a while to get there. It's definitely taken us some time. Before you get there, 20, 30, and 40 nights, they have, and I'll put this up on the screen so you guys can take a look at the actual rewards tree. But you can get these club access awards, which allow you for the course of your stay to actually enter the lounge and treat it just like you were a Globalist with full club access. So a great benefit there. They also have guest of honor awards, and what this allows you to do is to be treated like a Globalist for one specific 7-day period, one stay. We're gonna be in a situation where we're gonna earn so many of these things after we've already hit Globalist that I think we're gonna end up giving them away to family and friends, which is nice. That's a cool thing too, is that they allow you to gift it. I think that they understand that it's not something that everyone's gonna be able to use if you're doing long hotel stays. So Great benefits all the way around in terms of that rewards tree. There's a lot that you can dig into on that. And it's nice too because it's segmented out in 10-night intervals, so pretty quickly you can start racking some of them up. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. I really believe in this credit card. I think that it's one that you can get so much value out of. I didn't even mention all the different extras. I think I totally forgot to mention that you get lounge access too with this. They have a whole host of lounges through Priority Pass that you get. So the benefits just keep on coming. I'll throw some links down in the description, one on how you can apply to get the bonus offer through Chase to get the credit card, get that 100,000 points that we were talking about. If you have any questions about the details of any of these programs or how to search for those hotels and find the rates that I was talking about, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I try to get back to everybody on those. And again, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.